Today is Wednesday, June the 7th, 2017. The time being 6:56 p.m. Charleston, Missouri time. I told you all yesterday or last night that I would be going to court today concerning an individual that came on my property on March the 9th, 2017 and threatened to kill me. Well, I went today, and me and a female testified in separate cases. But I was telling you about the corruption with the state's attorney. When I say state's attorney, I'm talking about the Mississippi County, Charleston, Missouri prosecuting attorney. Not the state's attorney that represents the whole state of Missouri. He came down here and showed them who run the state of Missouri when it comes to law. He unseated the sheriff, and he got a criminal investigation going on. May rest in peace for a 28-year-old black man, Tory D. Sanders from Nashville, Tennessee, who lost his life May the 5th on a Friday, 2017 in the Mississippi County Jail or Detention Center here in Charleston, Missouri, up under the watch of some of the Sheriff's Department staff and some of the Charleston, Missouri staff, police department staff. If you're following it real close, it's been over 30 days now, and they ain't mentioning none of the Sheriff Department officials or the Charleston, Missouri police officers that was involved with this guy's death. But in Charleston, Missouri, to me, that's not nothing strange. But when I went to court, I testified for me and my two daughters and my daddy. You see, to let the individual know that came on my property and threatened me, you can't threaten me and get away with it. Now, the police officer that took the report, it was a preliminary hearing today. He don't no longer work on the Charleston, Missouri Police Department after last month, after this guy, Tory D. Sanders, died in the jail. Him and three more other Charleston, Missouri police officers no longer is on the force. That's not strange neither. I don't know if they had something to do with it or not, but he's not here anymore. But his name is Zach Albright, and I mention his name a lot because it's important. He said he's been a law enforcement official for 15 years. Remember I told you the trail where he came from. He came from Charleston, Missouri. The director of the Department of Public Safety, Mr. Drew, who runs all the law enforcement officials as far as the state police and the chief of police in the state of Missouri, he ought to know Zach Albright, because Zach Albright was working there when he was still the chief of police of the Charleston Police Department. But Zach was relieved from his duties there, or left from Charleston about 3 or 4 years ago, and came here to Charleston. Stayed here about 2 or 3 years. And after the death of Tory D. Sanders on May the 5th, 2017 in the Mississippi County Jail, Zach Albright no longer worked here as a police officer, but today I seen him in the courtroom because he was the officer that took the report when this guy threatened me on March the 9th, 2017 in my yard here on my property. Zach Albright was not in the blue uniform this time, dark blue uniform that Charleston, Missouri wear. He was in a brown uniform that the New Magic Police Department or Sheriff's Department wear. But strange, why didn't the Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County State's attorney or prosecuting attorney, why they didn't ask Zach Albright to get up there and testify? Because one of the witnesses and her baby, they didn't show up because they scared. Zach took a statement why he didn't get up there. Maybe because something happened here in Charleston, maybe even with that death in the Mississippi County Detention Center, that the state's attorney don't want the public defender to bring up, because I can't see him not testifying. He testified against me when he admitted to me that he was forced, he was pressured into writing a report against me that got me 2 years probation. So if he was pressured to do that, what else has he been pressured to do? But I just want to tell y'all, I'm going back to court because this guy was bonded over. He was bonded over, and he go back to court on June the 13th of this year. But let me tell you, now, I made a YouTube video last night on June the 6th, 2017, letting you all know that I was going to court today. I had a good day today. I'm back. But what I wanted to tell y'all is, on the YouTube video that I made last night, it's titled Charleston, Missouri Activists Exposing City Corruption. Look at it. You got a guy, somebody, I ain't gonna even say it's a guy, a person by the name, the username of Jeffrey Ivy. This ain't the first time this name popped up. He said that it sounded like I'm threatening somebody. Show you how ignorant he is. Here's somebody on my property threatening to kill me, and I said, if he come back on my property, that I'll kill him. I'm gonna dial 911, but if 911 don't come in time, I'm gonna kill him. He studied talk about my daughters. He said that I'm angry at the city. I ain't angry at the city. I get along with non-corrupted law enforcement officials. All of them is white here in this town. But then you have another one by the name of Darla, D-A-R-L-A, Lofton. Keep on popping up on my thing. She agreed with him. She said, that's a threat. Wow, 2 months later, look at the comment. Darla is a white individual who lied with the chief of police here, who's the chief now, Bobby Hearns, 17 years ago, and put a case on me. And I'm keep on exposing what people will look into it, so she studied trying to attack. She's a white woman that I think she still live in Sykeston, used to work at Unilever, the ice cream place. You got your conviction illegally, but I'm setting y'all out. Why is you study popping up on my YouTube video? You know why? Because you don't want me to expose what you and this chief of police and whoever else you know, the judge, who's Judge Brown, Terry Brown, who's in Ferguson, Missouri. I believe it is the suburbs as a judge now, because he retired in December 2014 here in Charleston, Missouri. But you don't want me to disclose what y'all done 17 years ago. But I'm one black man that ain't afraid of you or Jeffrey or any of these other people. But let me tell you about her. I shut her down 3 or 4 months ago when she kept on trying to call me a rapist, a pedophile. But I asked her to look at them transcripts when her daughter said when she was 13 or 14 years old that Darla and her daughter's stepfather, which is Dora's husband, allowed her to look at pornography, porn. What normal mother would do this shit? If the natural father was there, I doubt if the natural father was doing it. But then she want to study criticize me. She should have been arrested, her and her daughter's stepfather. But you know, if you look on her page and go to her husband's page, he has a Ku Klux Klan outfit on. I screenshotted it and put on my page once, and it says on the top, I'm dreaming of, then it's snow falling down at the bottom of a white Christmas. Then he had on a hood on his head and a sheet. What did that tell you? I know she racist. See, I know she look at me as the N-word, but I'm one black man. You can call me the N-word, whatever you want. I'm not afraid of you. If you think what I said was a threat, all you have to do, you and Jeffrey and anybody else, come on this property unwanted. You see that sign? I'm going to dial 911, and if they don't come here in time, I'll drop you, Dora. I drop Jeffrey, anybody else that come on my property, unannounced or unwanted. You put that in your bank and you find another black man to mess with, Dora. I ain't angry, Jeffrey. I'm just a man, something that you not. You see, you got a mock YouTube video. You won't show yourself. I'm showing you who I am. I'm a man. I'm almost 60 years old and I can still use these. You understand me? And I know how to do what I gotta do to drop you if you come on this property. Peace be still.